If you guys need help gearing up for any of the new content in Grand Theft Auto Online or just interested in some new games, check out G2A with the link in the description and use cashback code BOSS if you want to save a little bit extra as well. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about how 3 Grand Theft Auto games might be coming out before Grand Theft Auto 6. And I know what you guys are going to react to that. How are 3 GTA games going to come out before Grand Theft Auto 6, which is supposed to be the next installment in the series? Well, it looks like Rockstar is going to be doing some remastering of some existing titles, which I know a lot of people are probably not all that thrilled about, but it looks like there's a lot of potential here. And it might not necessarily even alter the release timeline of GTA 6. So this has all really started over the last week or so. On the GTA forum site, specifically in the next DLC speculation thread, which is actually known for Grand Theft Auto Online, there's been a lot of interesting information being discussed. And some of this we've actually even talked about in previous videos, and I thought it had always had something to do with GTA Online, but it looks like it more so has to do with a completely different subject. So as a quick refresher, we saw basically a week ago that Mach 1 Bud, who was a staff member on the site, ended up just putting out this post, which was soon. There was no other context, there was no other nothing, just soon. And then this generated a response from some other people who seemed to be in the know, and this is going to make a lot more sense now, that saying that he's doing this in the wrong thread, like why would you do it here when it's clearly about something else? That was sort of the part that I was confused about. And this, of course, led to a bit more back and forth, that they knew very well what they were doing and that they didn't want to put it in a specific thread because it would make it obvious what was happening. Well, at that point in time, I had thought this clearly had something to do with GTA Online. Everything was very confusing, mysterious. We didn't really know what was going on. But then a couple of days later, one of the admins of that forum, Spider-Vice, actually posted something about adding the tags of Roman numeral 3 and then VC and then SA, which is a clear reference to Grand Theft Auto 3, GTA Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So why would the next DLC speculation topic, which is all about Grand Theft Auto Online, why would they be given the tags GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas? That seems kind of odd. Now, if you wanted to go really far down the rabbit hole here, you could say, well, maybe Rockstar is planning something grand for GTA Online that happens to take elements from GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. But I think it's a little bit deeper here. I think it literally has something to do with those 3 old Grand Theft Auto games, 3, Vice City, and of course, San Andreas. And things get even more interesting as it looks like, according to the same staff member, Mach 1 Bud, who ended up starting this whole discussion, it looks like we're going to be getting some more information on this soon, because there's been some cryptic sort of language used suggesting that we will receive information in less than 90 days. So I know this is a little bit confusing, but I think the people in the know here are trying to use language and examples that make it seem like they're not talking about Grand Theft Auto. Like, for example, Mach 1 Bud, who started this whole conversation, the examples he's been using in particular is like a car or a truck or a vehicle that he's working on. And so people ended up asking him, would it be interesting to see what your truck would look like? And he ends up giving responses like in less than 90 days, clearly talking about something going on in the GTA world happening in 90 days. So 3 months from now, or within 3 months from now, are we going to have information from Rockstar on whatever is going on? So when I'm recording this video, it's Tuesday, January 26th. So that could be any time between February or March or April before we get any information on this. And that's not exactly the most small timeline. I mean, it could happen within 3 months. A lot could happen within 3 months. But it looks like something is brewing in Rockstar's world. And it looks like we could actually see a trailer soon, because there was another post, and this is so weird to be talking about a truck or a vehicle, but he says, yeah, I should get a trailer soon. Truck should have plenty of power with this engine, no problem towing, hauling, etc. So there's been a lot going on here, and what I gathered from this is that staff member Mach1Bud is sort of using dual jargon, which could be used by both game developers and like car fanatics to talk about a potential new engine and also a trailer that could be arriving within the next 90 days or so. And I think that with all the points we've talked about, how it was tagged with GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, that it looks like a Grand Theft Auto Trilogy could actually arrive. A remaster of both Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas with a new engine. Could it be using the brand new Rage engine that RDR2 uses? And it could be arriving sooner rather than later. That's kind of what I'm gathering here. And there's also been a couple of other interesting things that have come about. I don't know if this is me reaching too far down the rabbit hole, but another admin of the GTA forum site, Uni, who I'll leave a link to his tweet in the description, put out this on his social media, which were fan-made shark cards, which are actually really cool. And if you take a look at the credit card number on each one, it starts with 2001, 2002, 2004, which that might not mean anything to you guys, but there's 3 cards there. And those 3 years happen to be the release years of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. I think at a minimum, this is another hint that confirms that the leakers in question know very, very well what they're talking about and what Rockstar is up to. So it looks like there is a lot that is going on in 2021, and all of this is going to happen likely before GTA 6 arrives. Because if we do end up getting the remasterings of these games, GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, essentially the trilogy, it would probably feature completely new and modern graphics. Certainly like the Grand Theft Auto 5 one, which is going to be the expanded and enhanced version coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X, which at the time we don't have more details on. So it looks like all of that is going to come out before GTA 6. Now, I think it's clear that Grand Theft Auto 6 is in the works, but I don't know what this means for the game. Does it mean that Rockstar needs more time? And so because of that, they're going to put out, I don't know if filler projects is the right word, but remastering old Grand Theft Autos and making an expanded and enhanced version of the most recent Grand Theft Auto. I do think that ends up buying them a little bit more time so that they can make GTA 6 either as perfect as they want, as big as they want, whatever the case might be. So needless to say, things are heating up on the GTA forum site, and I will be sure to keep you guys posted if really anything else ends up coming about here. It's getting a little hard to follow just because the clues are so cryptic and the details are changing each and every day. It seems like there's a lot of people in the know here that are trying to give little sprinklings of information, but also don't want to reveal that they completely know everything. And so to someone that just might be browsing the website for the first time, it can be extremely confusing. So that's why I'm trying to make these videos to keep you guys in the loop and in the know here. But it looks like there's going to be at least 3, and then if you count the remaster of GTA 5 or expanded and enhanced, 4 Grand Theft Auto games coming out before GTA 6, which is probably going to make a lot of people upset because they just want to see the next installment in the series and not old titles getting facelifts and whatnot. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. And of course, I will do my best to keep you updated on any new findings and updates. But let me know what you think about this. Would you be excited for something like a remaster or something like that of these old titles? Or are you just looking forward to GTA 6? Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. Would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.